Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Graham Report. Now, I was going to do something on Banshees, but a friend of mine said she was going to look into something for me. Like I said, I don't want to bring you guys more than one sighting of something, as I always do. Two different sources. I have one. Hopefully, she can find another. This one is going to be quite interesting, though. Not only did I bring you one sighting, I brought you 6 sightings of werewolves. Actually, maybe more. Let's get to this, shall we? Collective culture of memory of wimping out of the UK native wolf population. Wiping out the native wolf population could be behind a spate of recent werewolf sightings in whole, according to Academy experts, the University of Hertfordshire. This comes from their website as well, guys. Hertfordshire. The University of Hertfordshire comes from their website. 2017, Hull will be the UK's capital culture in recent months. Something much more sinister and supernatural has been linked with the Yorkshire City werewolves. There have been several reports of sightings of one werewolf in particular over the past, including one of the creatures eating German Shepherd. Beast of Barnston Drain. Local legend says creature measures about 8 foot tall, and is known as the Beast of Barnston Drain, or Old Striker, because of its bad breath. According to the local historians and folklorists, it is a myth that dates back more than 200 years. In the area, location of the sightings is also close to the East Yorkshire worlds, part of the country that was home to some of England's last native wolves. And our Sam Georgia, Gothic scholar, literary expert who is speaking at the Gothic North Symphonium, thinks there could be a connection. Dr. George, who was behind the UK's first international werewolf conference at the University of Hertfordshire last year, says often gets asked what causes the belief in werewolfism. But what is most permanent and magical about the latest folk panic is that the old strikers is through to inhabit landscapes which saw some of the latest werewolves in England. He said he argued that the representatives does not believe in him as supernatural shapeshifter, but our collective guilt at the extinction of entire Indonesian species, the last wolves, but for the wanting to dispel the old striker legend and write it off as a figment of people's imagination. Dr. George says that the importance of understanding the people's fears, explore their deepest meanings, adding the far from the dismissal of the myth as instincts are embraced. It sees as manifest of our culture memory where we're on wolves. The old Shire story tells us that the belief in werewolves lives on beyond actual lives of other wolves who were throughout the spear, inspire them rather than being dismissed as rather fishy tale of old striker can allow us to eliminate the last wolves who ran free in England's forests centuries ago. Well, guys, that is at least some, but this comes from another website of actual werewolf sightings. Shape-shifting werewolves of Texas. This is in Texas. Miss Delbert Gregory Gregg of Gregerton Texas, told her encounter with a shape-shifting creature in 1960s issue of Fate. Other than survey the sightings below, creatures that looked like man-wolves, but no one had seen one becoming another. Miss Gregg has not seen a man turn into a wolf, but she scarcely came closer than anyone else in telling the tale that sounds like a chapter from a werewolf novel than real life experience. Miss Gregg said that one night in 1958, when her husband was in business trip, she moved her bed closer to the screen window, hoping to catch some cool breeze from the thunderstorm brewing from the southwestern horizon. She heard some scratches sounding from the window. Shortly after she fell asleep, in the flash of lightning, she saw a huge, shaggy, wolf-like creature crawling at the screen and staring at her with blameful, glowing, slitted eyes. She saw it, bare with white fangs. Creature fled from the yard into a clump of bushes as she leaped from her bed. Grabbing the flashlight, Miss Gregg said, "I watched the animal come out of the bushes, but after a short time, instead of a great shaggy wolf running out of the figure of an extremely tall man suddenly parted the thick foliage and walked hurriedly down the road, disappearing into the darkness." Oh boy. Wow, the thing she's seen, guys. Mark Shackleman. This is Wisconsin. He said he was driving down east of the Highway 18 near the Jefferson in southeast Wisconsin on the evening in 1936 when he saw a figure dragging an Indian mound, digging an Indian mound. He saw a hair of a covered creature that was over 6 feet tall, with both ape-like and dog-like features, with pointed ears, standing erect, its hands of cheveled thumb and forefinger on each hand, and also 3 fully formed fingers. Shackleman went back to the sighting next evening, hoping to see a creature again, and he did. The creature was making a neo-human sound with 3 simple glowing ears. Later, his son, who is Kenosha newspaper editor, wrote that his father's first thought was that it must have been something satanic. Southern Wisconsin. Several decades later, an equally enigmatic beast would figure in a host of reports of script below. Wolf creature in Ohio. Been between October 2, 1972, a number of residents of Ohio allegedly saw a werewolf-like creature. Some people reported encounters of 6 to 8 foot tall creatures that witnessed describing a human with oversized wolf-like head and an elongated nose. Another said that the had hairy feet, fangs, and it ran from side to side like caveman in the movies. Werewolf attack reported in New Mexico. This is New Mexico, guys. 4 Gallup, New Mexico youths allegedly encountered a werewolf along the side of a road near Whitewater one day in January 1970. One witness reported it was about 5 feet 7 and he was surprised it could go so fast. At the first, he thought his friends were playing a joke on him, but when he found out they weren't, he was scared, rolled up in the windows and real fast and locked the doors of the car. He started driving fast, but about 60, but it was hard because the highway had a lot of sharp turns. Someone finally got out a gun and shot it. He not only got hit, fell down. There was no blood. He knew it couldn't be person because people cannot move that fast. The Navajo Skinwalker. Skinwalker is another name for a werewolf that the Navajos of the Southwest in 1936 in the Yale Publications in an anthropology. Anthropologist William Morgan re-encountered an interview with Navajo identified not only as Hagoa, said of the skinwalker, they go very fast. They can go adequate is an hour and a half, 44-hour trip by automobile, according to the Morgan. Wow. Alright, last one, guys, and I'm going to call it a night. Red-eyed werewolves in Pennsylvania. In the fall of 1973, Western Pennsylvania played host to a dozen of reports of strategy of ape-like creatures, sometimes associated with the UFO, said to have in one witness words, "Fire red eyes that glow in the dark." Ooh, spooky. Glow in the dark red eyes. Oh, yeah, that makes me happy. 7 to 8 feet tall and gives off strong, unpleasant odor. Another type of creature, investigator Stan Gordon noted, it was said to be between 5 and 6 feet tall. It was described as looking just like an extremely muscular man with covering of thick dark hair. Again, in these reports, arms were very long and hung down past the knees. This creature appeared to have superior agility exceeding that of a deer. When footprints discovered in the stride of a creature varies between 52 and 57 inches. In these reports, there was no indication of odors. That's all I got, Grimmies. That's all I got for you guys tonight. But like I said, hopefully pretty soon, I'll have something about banshees. Some more reports. Hopefully my friend comes through. Guys, I'm going to tell you this. I guess you should say I'm a part of the Dark Waters family. If you don't know who that is, it's Dark Waters. He's tells stories, true stories. And then there's the Vault Keeper, who's also part of it. And I know another friend of mine is Chaos Productions. He's a good guy if you want to hear some good stories. Other than what I do, I report news, actual real stuff about sightings of things. I'm not a storyteller. But these guys, Vault Keeper, Dark Waters, Chaos Studios, they're real good guys. You guys should check them out if you like my stuff. And again, like I say, every night, every day, good luck, good night, God bless.